once again this week. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Brown, joined by the live wire Chris Smith. And hot on the heels of an exciting event last Friday the 13th. It was an unlucky night for sure for the man in the center of the ring right now, the commissioner, who's announcing the tournament for the SWF Championship in Garrison for this show. And momentarily, Chris Smith, I want to get to the bottom of the more pressing story that's developing with you and the outlaw Andy Runyon. But let's get to the commissioner right now.
Well, I'll tell you, earlier in the evening, he had everyone actually draw numbers from a box. What about, I don't know, but I guess we found out now. And I guess obviously there's going to be a tournament tonight for the vacated SWF Championship.
Well, that's maybe what's going on at the moment, but I'm going to get to the bottom of this. You're not going to avoid or duck and dodge me like you normally do. You're about to see the commissioner putting the title up on the line, but this may be the last time he touches that goal.
I'll tell you, not much of a crowd here tonight, but that being a given since we're running on the off night and we're running in a brand new town, but there right there, the music of the Commissioner Randy Allen.
But it's always great to deal with the people of the great Commonwealth of Kentucky here in Garrison, and as you hear, we're getting set for our first matchup.
Well, fans, we'll be right back right after this on Monday Night Madness. Ohio once again at the 17th Street Armory. It's December 5th, and we are going to be live and in action the SWF Superstars back in Portsmouth, Ohio at the Armory on 17th Street, December 5th.
The opening bout here between Major's Militia Mercenary and the Peacemaker, and we're joining this matchup in progress due to because of the lengthy nature of this tournament. And as you see right now, the Peacemaker with these two sizable individuals both topping over 6 feet live wire, and you tangled with both of them at one point in time or another. What do you feel the keys to victory are in this one?
Well, definitely a strange matchup. These two guys are about power, both big, strong guys, and it's going to come out a matter of, well, Mercenary's been in there quite a bit longer than the Peacemaker. Will the Peacemaker's youth, though, actually take the win over this, or will it be Mercenary's experience that causes him to advance in the tournament?
Clothesline, hip toss, body slam, and yet a backbreaker, all delivered by the Peacemaker, and the Mercenary is going to buy some time, and conspicuous by his absence, but certainly not being missed by us, is Major Massacre to guide the Mercenary. And we have to wonder about the solidity of the Major's Militia at this point, which is down basically to 1, the Mercenary, with the ailing Sarge off trying to recuperate, and certainly has one in for Major Massacre. But right now, Peacemaker dominating the match.
Well, Peacemaker, he's never had a chance at gold yet. This will be his first run for a title. And basically...
At Goldberg.
Uh-huh.
Did you say a chance at Goldberg?
Oh, God. Anyway.
You mean that mid-card status rookie?
That Steve Austin wannabe. Regardless, right now Peacemaker hungry for gold. And, he wants it bad enough. He may be the upset in the tournament. He may go all the way to the finals and possibly win this thing. And the Peacemaker, possibly the new world's heavyweight champion. Right now, shoots him off, reversal, clothesline, and the Mercenary goes down.
Well, somehow, some way, Major needs to get word to the Mercenary as to what's going on. But I'll tell you what, the Peacemaker, with his heritage and lineage, so to speak, of an Indian past, is somewhat in question. And I think he's just riding the coattails of success, if you will, of many of our fellow Indian successful people nowadays, well, American Indians.
You can say what you want about all that, but the fact is the matter right now, he's getting the job done against the Mercenary.
Well, he claims to be Native American in his history, but where that is yet to be seen right now, he's dominating the Mercenary, who's buying us some time. Sean Compton, our backup official here, counting 6, and or rather 8. And wait a minute, the Mercenary back in, slipping in through the back door, so to speak. And speaking of slipping in through the back door, the man who has called this very tournament tonight, we're going to put on hold all these rumors here of late of the contractual agreement with the Outlaw. We're going to get more to that top-line story here in a minute, but the news has it that this man right here, the Commissioner, Randy Allen, has had a great deal to say here lately, and
make sure
Commissioner, as usual, the forum is yours.
Make sure you sit across from me,
Hey,
pal.
take this chair away here. I don't want to sit by the side of this punk. Let me tell you something. I made this tournament tonight. That match was not sanctioned in the state of Ohio. Therefore, the Tower of Doom is not the world champion, and I want to see the man who deserves to be the world champion, and he's going to have to wrestle 4 matches right here tonight.
You're not talking about Major Massacre.
That's no problem. I'll wrestle 4 matches tonight. The man that deserves to be champion. That's cool. I'll do that.
What about the live wire?
The only thing I'm concerned about is I never want Andy Runyon to be the world champion again.
Commissioner, what are you trying to do? This is not a what do you want to call this, a dictatorship?
Let me tell you something. When you're the commissioner, you can do just about anything you want to.
You have and continue to.
And I will continue to until I make sure that this organization is up and running the way that Randy Allen wants it running.
Well, what can you tell us? I know that you have to be aware of the situation involving the outlaw Andy Runyon and his contractual agreement with Superstar Wrestling Federation. You're not at the negotiating table, are you?
Well, personally, that's none of your business, and I ain't going to comment at this time, but yes, there are contractual agreements coming into effect very soon, and I hope that outlaw is gone for good. I'm so sick of looking at his face week after week.
Oh, my God. Livewire can just restrain yourself there. I've known Andy Runyon for a long time. The Livewire can attest to his character, but this man, I'll tell you what, he has been acting strangely of late. It's almost as if you're getting to this man, Alan, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, let me tell you something, Chris Brown. I hope that Andy Runyon not only goes, but this man sitting right beside me here, Mr. Livewire, I wouldn't mind seeing your face out the door too, pal.
Sidewalk slam there, but at this rate, Alan, you're going to run everybody out. Why don't you start with that heinous major massacre? Hey, instead of such talented individuals as the Outlaw.
Me and the Majors had problems in the past, there ain't no doubt about it, but he's still a man of his word. He sticks up for his country and what he believes in.
Oh, please.
Looks like this. The Outlaws contract is coming up at the end of the year. January 1st, 1999, the Outlaws contract are up with the SWF, and I'll tell you what, you're not gonna stop the Outlaws from staying in the SWF. Whether you resign them or not, we are gonna be here, and if you don't resign them, there's gonna be hell to pay, that's for sure.
Who are the possibilities? What potential organization may get such talent as you and the Outlaw?
I don't want to say names, WWF, but you know, I'd like to keep that in. Right now, a victory by Mercenary.
Oh, by the way,
what are you clapping?
He succeeds in the first round and advances to the second. More about all this in just a moment. Commissioner, if you can stay with us, unfortunately, we'd like to get to the bottom of this. December 5th. Get your tickets upcoming at Glockner's and Napa for the SWF action December 5th. Between the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine and Wayne Nighthawk, a former cohort of yours, Commissioner. But back to the task at hand, let me tell you something, Livewire. You're not going to escape this area without owning up to what's going on in the contractual agreements. And you, Commissioner, I don't care if you fire my butt right here on the spot, I'm going to get where you stand on this whole situation because I smell a rat, or at least his upper lip.
I'll tell you where that puke stands. He stands at about 5'3", and it doesn't really make a damn difference to the Outlaws. This is the way it's going to be. January 1st, 1999, you little... You know,
go ahead, say it, pal.
No, come on.
January 1st, 1999. The Outlaws, whether we are in the SWF or not, are going to run the wrestling world one way or another, and if you don't re-sign the Outlaws, you're going to pay a price so large, my friend, that your career will be over as of January 2nd, 1999.
Well, let me tell you something. You've heard the prophecies. The computers are going to shut down on January 1st, 2000. Well, let me tell you something. I'm making an end a year early for the Outlaws, so they won't even be around for Armageddon, brother. But I'm here to tell you, I'm setting things straight the way they should have been done all along, because the SWF ain't ever seen the likes of Randy Allen, and you want to keep sitting here running your mouth. That piece of trash, Wayne Nighthawk, is on the edge of getting out of here, pal, and you're right behind him.
Well, Randy Allen, we've also heard the prophecies that the last of the kings are dying out, and you know that the king is dead.
Another thing, pal. When does your commissioner contract run out? Why are you being so secretive about that?
That ain't none of your business. That ain't these punks' business out here either.
Well, what's the matter? I mean, you're letting the world know when our contract runs out.
Never
what about
mind.
yours?
Well, Livewire, let's get back to the matter at hand as Wayne Nighthawk's back in the center of the ring, and your tag team partner in crime, so to speak, the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine's on the ring apron. How does Vastine figure into this equation?
Well, Jay Vastine, I'm not really sure when his contract is up. Are you Commissioner Allen?
I know exactly when Jay Vastine's contract is up.
Would you mind enlightening us to the date of that?
Are you sure he's not considering a 2-year deal?
Yikes. Well, check
Jay
this out.
Vastine may have some options if he wants to bow at the king's feet.
Oh, my God, that'll never happen. Outlaw Andy Running's contract's up January 1st, 99. Mine is up shortly after that. When is Jay's up?
Wait a minute, mine's up here pretty soon.
It's somewhere around the spring area, but I ain't gonna let you know the exact date. You don't need to know that right now, Livewire.
Well, if the outlaw Andy Runyon goes, you can damn sure bet that
Now,
the
wait a minute.
outlaws are going to go with him
Well, let's
wherever
not
he
talk
goes.
about all these ifs and buts and everything's going to get me upset. I don't understand, and I think I speak for the people out there, why it is you're manipulating everything here, Commissioner. You are trying to get things back into your order, and I think it's terrible.
Hey, it's a piece of trash. That's why he's doing it.
It's all about the King's orders, what it's all about there, Livewire. And if you don't like it, you can take a hike, pal.
Don't
I
say
got the
that.
live wire
He
right
may
here,
consider
buddy.
it. I
Don't make
smell
me
what
take
you're
off
cooking,
this
Commissioner.
headset.
Oh, my goodness. Livewire, please come back. I hope that's not the last that we've seen of Chris Smith.
I hope it is, and I hope that right there, this is going to be the last that we say of my ex-manager, Wayne Chickenhawk.
Wait a minute, it's become obvious, painfully obvious to me what you're trying to accomplish, Randy Allen. If you can't conquer him yourself, you're going to divide and conquer by running him out of this organization. Nice shoulder tackle there by the Heartbreaker.
Had to go grab my American belt there, pal, because my matchup is up next. Of course, you wouldn't know nothing about that American title since you haven't had it for how long?
Hey, I want to know something. I've been here in the back. Have you guys cornered Randy Allen about the big one, the rumor in the back? The contract expiring, the Outlaws contract expires as of January 1, 1999, and we're told that you, Randy Allen, will not re-sign his contract.
Well, I got to tell you, that guy in the back apparently is not doing his job. You need to clean your ears, pal. We've been stressing that all night long.
Now, wait a minute, I think Tom O'Neill has a very interesting point. We haven't broached the subject, though, that Randy Allen is going to be the man with the...
He's got the pin. Come on, tell us right now.
Is that indeed the case, Randy? Because Tom O'Neill is a very reliable source.
Right now, the Heartbreaker, Jay Vaston advancing. Randy Allen, I don't even care what else he's got to say. The Heartbreaker advancing in this tournament. I got to get out of here. I got to do my match, but, well...
Well, I've known Tom O'Neill about as long as I've known Andy Runyon, and both of them are reliable sources. I've seen Andy Runyon acting strangely, and Tom O'Neill's just come to me with the fact that you've got a pin in hand. I think Armageddon's around the corner.
Chris, I'm out of here. Randy, go to hell. Later.
Commissioner, and I'm telling you, you better be at the Armory December 5th for the United Way show. Because I'm here to tell you, if you miss it, I am going to lay the smack down just like I have on everybody else here in the SWF.
Entered into our production booth. Fans, though, as the commissioner mentioned, Superstar Wrestling Federation action returns to Scioto County, Saturday, December 5th at the 17th Street Armory. Get your tickets now, and there you see Major Massacre vying for the American Championship. And Commissioner, this has been some kind of year for you as we look back as the holiday time. You have, of course, at the beginning of the year at your alma mater, if you will, Minford High School, took that American Championship at no less the help of that man in the squared circle. What kind of an explanation do you have to say for yourself for your heinous actions this whole year? Because you have dominated, you have ruined the personal life of the outlaw and his family. And let's ignore what Major Massacre has to say, because it's just a bunch of pablum.
Now, I happen to might want to hear what Major Massacre has to say. He's a smart man.
And all of you guys, idiots out here, you know, I understand that you have a big mindset.
Just for once, could he be courteous and kind?
Just like Two Life Crew, he's as courteous as he wants to be.
Oh, please. There's some hard-working Kentuckians here tonight.
Hey, I know Major Massacre personally. John Massey happens to be a good friend of mine. And this man, if you stick with him, he will show you the right road into the wrestling business.
But that's ancient history. Major Massacre is not what that's the past. We're talking about the present and Andy Runyon's future, the outlaw, with this company. Commissioner, I'm going to pin you down to this, and Tom O'Neill, you have some further words.
I'm back here, and I think the biggest question remains is just what happened. We know now, we've uncovered this, and this is not like what you'll see on the Big Two. We're going to give you the story, even if it is one of our own wrestlers, behind the scenes. But we know for a fact that the Outlaw has been in contact with the World Wrestling Federation and World Championship Wrestling.
My word.
As ECW. And we know that he is
Extreme Championship Wrestling?
Yes, but he has not had any official talks with this man right here and the board concerning a contract renewal. We are less than 2 months away from the expiration date of his contract, and we know right now that there are no plans at the time for this man right here, the King Randy Allen, to re-sign the Outlaw to a contract.
Titan Sports, the WWF, WCW, they have a tremendous amount of finance and power behind them, and you've been sitting on your keister, Commissioner Allen. What do you have to say for yourself? This man is a champion among champions.
I'll tell you what I have to say for myself. That man is an ex-champion. I've already come in and I've ruined his career. I've destroyed his family and everything else I could do because it became personal. And
Because you're strange, you're weird, you're
I am so sick. Week after week walking down these aisles and hearing, "We want the outlaw." I get sick of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, your power-hungry nature is getting very old to the board of the SWF, and hopefully they vote you out very soon and in time to keep the outlaw.
Yes, and look at this. The popularity of the Outlaws are growing ever popular, even though the outlaw is not the man right now as we speak. And that is a big thank you to the Randy Allen Commissioner.
Indeed, thank you, Tom, for that report, we think. But I'll tell you what, how can we expect to keep this man, this champion, this leader of all of independent wrestling? How do we plan to keep him there if we don't even put an offer on the table?
Let me tell you something. Andy Runyon should be offering me stuff. He should be bowing at my knees and at my wayside to stay in this organization.
Well, what about the board? What about all these other people that are involved in this situation?
I mean, we're looking right now that in 2 months, those two men in the ring right there could not even be part of the Superstar Wrestling Federation.
Or worse yet, that they could be the only remaining outlaws in the SWF.
I'm being told that these guys are going to hightail it out of there if this man walks. You tell me, Commissioner, we're putting you on the board right now.
We see your
On the
dastardly
spot.
plan.
You're putting me on the spot.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, in January 1999, we ain't going to see no Outlaws. We ain't going to see no Superstar Wrestling Federation. We're going to be seeing the Kings
I
Wrestling
see it
Federation.
now, so that you can return to your alma mater, Medford High School, in triumphant style without any outlaws. This is an outrage.
I tell you what, the King Randy Allen has done it all, just like you said, in just 1 calendar year. And the biggest coup d'etat of the world that we've seen is this man, in Vince McMahon fashion, has overtaken the Superstar Wrestling Federation. And hey, this man right here, you got to give him credit. He's not a couple of hilljacks from Otway, Ohio. This man is a real deal. He is a commissioner of the Superstar Wrestling Federation.
Indeed, those hillbillies out there have no idea. But nonetheless, there you see the live wire with a waist lock from the go-behind, and it's turned into a chicken wing from Major Massacre. But, Commissioner, this is just disgraceful. I'm speechless when it comes to this matter.
And look at this, a series of moves right there, live wire, quickly with the upper advantage, Major Massacre to the corner. And, you know, Major Massacre would love nothing more to see live wire Chris Smith and the Outlaws gone from the organization, and you, Randy Allen, could be the man who does it.
He has certainly played a part in it, has he not, Commissioner?
Well, I certainly hope we're not going to be fired because of the way we're candidly speaking right here tonight.
Well, SWF fans, if you agree with us and show your outrage by showing those signs, get rid of the commissioner. Maybe there are some kind of impeachment rules in the bylaws of the SWF.
I think everybody needs to be in Manchester the next time we're there to show your support, as well as December 5th. It could be the last time you see the Outlaws live in action. And we are told that the Outlaw is getting very upset with everything that's being said and done. He does not like matters of the private sort concerning contracts being discussed on television. We know that for a fact.
And that's what concerns me. And all the more hushed that he is, the more trepidatious I am, Commissioner. And I am just beside myself with your terrible actions. You're just a despicable rat.
Let me tell you something, Brown. If December 5th is the last time I ever see Andy Runyon wrestle a match in this ring, it will be too soon.
Yes, and that is his last scheduled appearance for the Superstar Wrestling Federation. December 5th, United Way. Tag team champion or not. And what a night it's going to be.
Christmas crunch, if you will.
Yes. But nonetheless, it has been a phenomenal 7 years with the Outlaws and Wrestling Group International, and now the Superstar Wrestling Federation. And Livewire
But please, Tom, must we read the epitaph already? Is there any hope left?
Listen, we are giving it. This is real. The Outlaws contract is set to expire January 1, 1999, and we know there have been no talks between the organization and
I can't
himself
believe this.
of renewing the contract. I don't know if it's 100% this man right here, the King Randy Allen, or if it is the Outlaw himself, but we could see an organization without Andy Runyon here in this area.
That would be great.
Who do you think you are, anyway?
Let me tell you something. I had his
Who
contract.
died and made you king?
At one time, I had his contract for 30 days. That man had to do, breathe, and sleep what I said. And I cannot wait to see it happen again, but this time, he won't even be around.
Look at this. What a move. Goes to the cover. 1, 2, and oh, my God. 2 and 3 quarters.
Get out of there, Major.
Sean Compton, our Rotway official. Could be.
Yes, our secondary referee, of course, and always has been. But, Commissioner, this is just a despicable act, and if there's any way that we can stop you, we will. Legions of fans for the Outlaw.
Any truth that you're starting a side backyard organization consisting of reject wrestlers?
Yeah, we heard that you're going to build your own ring.
Let me tell you something. I don't know nothing about building my own ring or nightmares or anything like that.
Nightmares, you mean wet dreams?
Let me tell you something, pal.
Nonetheless, Commissioner, your actions I find are entirely despicable, and I think you need to at least put a negotiated contract on the table for this man.
Yes, sir. I don't care if we have to talk to Dan Ratliff or anybody else on the board, the commissioner. We got to find out just what's going on and why the Outlaw may no longer be with the Superstar Wrestling Federation. His last contracted date is December 5th, 1998, the United Way fundraiser.
Say it ain't so.
Andy Runyon.
Listen to this crowd.
Andy Runyon just wishes he could be what I am and do what I've done in the past.
Commissioner, quit deceiving yourself. He has done it all. You're nothing.
Within
King, where's your crown, King? Nothing.
Right to the back of the head. Major Massacre's down. The American champion. For how long, I do not know. Could he walk into December 5th as the American champion and leave Mr. Allen as the American champion?
But, Mr. Allen, I have a feeling that these Outlaws' legions of fans are not going to sit idly by while you do this to this man. They're not going to stand aside and asunder and let the man that has brought them to some extent to the promised land and has gained all the success that he has in this organization and in wrestling. You've got to be out of your mind.
You know,
He butters your bread. He brings home your paycheck because they come to see him.
I don't give a Harlem sewer rat's butt about them stinking people out there. They don't pay my checks. I'm all about the money, and I'm all about the power. And if
Wayne Nighthawk signed your checks.
And if you shut your mouth, or you're going to be going with Andy Runyon January 1st.
Well, nonetheless,
Major Massacre.
Don't ignore me, pal. You
What
look me
a
in the eye.
night we are having to decide a new champion in the Superstar Wrestling Federation. Randy Allen himself handed the edict down that the hardcore matchup did not go.
I can't believe you, Commissioner. You know, notwithstanding are all the other contracts that may be a bit up in the air for many of the Superstar Wrestling Federation athletes.
Listen to this crowd.
Yes. As Major Massacre with a hip toss goes down, and Livewire up top.
He's going up.
What could he be going for? Bum knee and all, he connects on the clothesline.
Goes to the cover. 1, 2, and oh my God! 2 and 3 quarters. And Major Massacre barely escaping. Why, what a night.
And Sean Compton needing some oxygen.
Who will be the next Superstar Wrestling Federation? Who will lead us into the millennium? Will it be the King Randy Allen, who coming up in just a few moments will face the Outlaw Andy Runyon? And how will this play on his mind?
And at the rate things are going, Tom, will there be a millennium? I believe the world is crumbling before us, and it's all because of people like you, Commissioner.
I never thought we would see
Are you
this.
the Antichrist?
Let me tell you something.
From behind to the back. Back suplex goes down, goes to the cover.
Go, Major.
He has the tights. He has the tights. Oh, my God.
I'm going to get ready.
What is Sean Compton thinking?
I'm going to go get
What
ready.
am I saying? You paid him off.
The Antichrist has started tonight. I'm going to go get my tights on, and Andy Runyon's last match just may be right here tonight.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe it.
When you dance with the devil, this is what happens. And the outlaw, his future is in question. Tom, your thoughts?
I believe that in just a little while we could see that these men right here could be gone from the organization. The house that the outlaw built may stand without the man in it, without its heart. And there you see, Livewire was upset. And things are kicking right here in Garrison, Kentucky.
But how can they stay without a contract even being offered?
But we're about to see a rivalry from way back when. And there he is, the commissioner of the Superstar Wrestling Federation. Don't go messing with a son of a... That's right, that's him. And led to the ring by the security guards, who he has told, you will work for me or else. These men must do what their boss says or they're fired.
It's modern day slavery.
That's right.
But Tom, I can't help but think, I mean, the news is not good. And if there's no negotiated contract even offered,
There he is.
if there's no negotiating that will take place at all for the outlaw, with the Thanksgiving coming up, I want to give thanks to the many happy memories that the outlaw Andy Runyon has given us.
Randy, yeah, but you know, you got to look at it. Randy Allen has done so much in his career right here in the Superstar Wrestling Federation. And although we're looking at his back, we know one
They've
thing.
got his back. 10 days
There he
away.
tells him. Yeah.
10 days away from Thanksgiving. I hope it's not the Outlaws' last Thanksgiving in Greater Portsmouth, his hometown, where
And
he's
it
made
could
it
be
all
his-
happen.
We are looking at
for
the
the
last
last 7
2
years.
months. And we're looking at December 5th. Could be the last night we see the outlaw Andy Runyon in an SWF ring. And when you hear it, you're going to hear it roar. When he comes roaring out of that chute, this is what it's all about.
Cherish the moment, fans. It's the possibly waning moments of the Outlaws' Portsmouth career.
And there he is, the most celebrated SWF superstar of all time.
He will always be champion in my eyes, and
The
those
man-
of many others.
The man who built this house, the heart of the organization, the man that stayed when so many left, the man that remained loyal when so many were disloyal, the outlaw Andy Runyon.
The man with his very own hands structured that ring from start to finish at one time or another. This man, he's done it all, and he's done it all 5 times more than anybody else out there.
And I guess like a tale of two cities there, Chris Brown, it has been the best of times and the worst of times. What a traumatic year for the outlaw Andy Runyon, as Randy Allen has had the career of a lifetime in less than 1 year. Randy Allen, the first ever Superstar Wrestling Federation champion after holding the tag team belts and the American Championship, the second man ever to three-peat that victory.
1998. My only thought is that has Randy Allen himself manipulated like a puppet master this entire year for all involved.
Randy Allen's wrestling career as of late has been waning, but his professional career as the man, the one who rules the nest, the king, the commissioner, the boss, stands high atop. And just as I said, he gets calls from Stamford, Connecticut on a regular basis. The king, Randy Allen, has been a thorn in the outlaw's side. The king, Randy Allen, has been the one that the outlaw Andy Runyon's mama always warned him about. And will he be enough to destroy the outlaw's career forever? This rivalry is second to none, and these two men right here, I believe, are the most hated rivals in wrestling history.
What a disgusting sight. I can't stand to look at that man from his greasy hair to the tip of his wrestling boots. The sight of him just totally turns my stomach.
And what makes me more sick is he signs our paychecks, and we're probably going to be fined for what we're saying here tonight. but he has done everything in his power. Listen to this.
Yeah, wait a minute. I got a gift in my box with my paycheck the last time. Was it a, I think it was Grecian formula. Was that from this man?
You gotta wonder. The outlaw Andy Runyon, who competed in a hardcore matchup, losing the SWF title to the Tower of Doom, and after that hard-fought, bloody battle, the King said it didn't matter. It doesn't count. And tonight, we're having a tournament. Collar number tie-up and a big power send-off by the former SWF champion.
The Tower of Doom, who will always have a great deal of respect for the outlaw, as you see. And but I'll tell you what, Andy Runyon once again having to prove himself again. He has nothing to prove to his fans, but only to this piddly commissioner who just totally has it out for him.
I can't believe it, but in less than 2 months, the outlaw is probably going to be gone from the organization. I know this is not something he wants to discuss, but we feel we owe it to you fans to know exactly what's going on in the background. The King, Randy Allen, has made Andy Runyon's life miserable. Look at this. The outlaw burned with the fact that his wife could not handle being married, that she left him for no other reason than she didn't want to be married.
And the commissioner is trying to take liberty to take credit for that dismissal, but I think it was crumbling before when it came to that end of it. And I'll tell you what, it's disgusting.
Randy Allen has owned the contract of the outlaw before. Now, he has stripped him of the SWF title. He has done everything he can. Knee to the midsection. There's the big fist. The outlaw back against the rope. Shoots him off. Reversal. Comes back. Big body slam. Nicely done. Randy Allen back up. Big hip toss. Comes back up and an arm drag. Nicely done. Takes him down, and the outlaw is in control. You are in outlaw country, Randy Allen, whether you like it or not.
And you can take away a lot of things from Andy Runyon. You can take away his family. You can try to take away his pride and his title, but you can't take away the fact that he's a fighter, that he's aggressive, that he's got the heart of a lion, and that he in the squared circle is by far the most dominating athlete in Superstar Wrestling Federation history and possibly in the history of all of independent wrestling.
And you may have to tune in to USA or TNT to ever see him again.
Also found, of course, on Century Communications. But nonetheless, I think we can break down the live wire. I think this man knows something that he's not telling, and I plan to do so. We will get to the bottom of this.
And who will vie to lead the organization, to be its flag bearer, its franchise, if you will? Who will step up to the plate if the outlaw leads?
Well, that clothesline in the corner shook the whole ring, and Randy Allen's foundation as he tosses him outside. We know what he's setting up for here. Here comes Andy Runyon's outlaw elbow. There it is. And I guess you can say it's our version of a people's elbow because he certainly gets the accolades and the support of all the great fans in the SWF action, as there you see a suplex to the outside. The ever-jubilant cousin, the Heartbreaker. What, is his heart broken as well? As we continue to see Randy Allen try to take this man's home away from him. That's what he's trying to do now. That commissioner is trying to take away his home, with the people that he loves. And will he succeed? Let's hope not.
And you're going to wonder, Randy Allen, who has dominated the sport of wrestling in the past year, bad clothesline, and Randy Allen falls down. But you're going to wonder, wait a minute, here comes a chair.
Well, you can bet that the outlaw's going to get his licks in.
Oh!
That'll leave your ears ringing for quite a while.
And look at this, the outlaw is plain kicking his ass. If you look at the mouth of Randy Allen, it's busted wide open. In fact, I think he may have knocked a tooth out. Yes, he's missing one of his teeth.
Oh my goodness, wait a minute.
Oh, and Randy Allen with enough to take control on the outlaw, over the arm. This is Superstar Wrestling Federation, not a backyard wrestling organization. We kick ass and take names. I don't care who's running the joint. It's still a lot better than a bunch of people can do.
That's right, we are a legitimately licensed operation. a professional business, if you will, in Southern Ohio, and we have prided ourselves on charitable fundraisers for the past several years. Our reputation speaks for itself, and it speaks louder than all damn words.
And Randy Allen utilizing the force of his big security guard tank right there in the background. I don't know why they call him Tank. It's just
Tank Abbott?
They call him Tank, and I don't know why.
Tank Costello. Sean Bubba Compton.
Hands it back off to the big guy who's ringing the Outlaw's arm. Randy Allen watches on. Live wire tries to tell Sean Compton. Sean Compton just doesn't even do a thing. And this big man.
Sean Compton, of course, filling in for normal official Timmy tonight. And there you see the commissioner wrenching the arm and kicking away. And you can see the look on the Outlaw's face, and this man he's got to have to be driven and more focused than ever. Here comes Tank again.
And here he is, the big man. Hands it off. Randy Allen has no idea. And the Outlaw, big clothesline. Comes off the other side. Big clothesline again. Comes off again, another big clothesline. Goes to the cover, 1, 2, and Sean Compton out of touch.
But he claims this is his ring.
The Outlaw gut wrench suplex, nicely done. The Outlaw Andy Runyon. He's going up top.
And then even these somewhat unfamiliar fans in Garrison loving it.
And no water in the pool.
We understand they love it loud. Hanging in the balance is the future whereabouts of the Outlaw. What will become of his career?
Crowd support is reeling. Blessed and us crowd. Randy Allen has done everything in his power to rid the Superstar Wrestling Federation from the Outlaws. And it could very well be in less than 2 months that he gets his wish.
Personally, I don't see how you could not like this man, but even if you don't, you've got to respect and admire the abilities and everything that he has proven time after time in that ring. He is the heart and soul and backbone of this organization, make no mistake about it.
Oh! That was phenomenal.
Flattened like a flapjack is the commissioner. Sean Compton, warning for the rake of the eyes, but you think the commissioner cares? And Compton, it might as well just be like falling on deaf ears because commissioner's dictating this matchup. We know it is. WCW, the WWF, ECW, all of these top wrestling companies bartering for the services of Andy Runyon. You heard it earlier with the report from Tom O'Neill, and he follows it in. And the Outlaw has Randy Allen flat face on the ring mat.
Oh!
Kidney shot of all.
Butt bomb to the back. 2 3/4. Sean
That
Compton
appeared to be 3.
was really out of position. The Outlaw back up. What's he got? Oh no! The attitude adjustment. It's coming. The attitude adjustment goes off the corner. Wait a minute, big Tank. Pulls
What are they
away.
doing? What business does he have? Tank, get out of the apron. What is this?
Breaks his eyes, moves out of the way. Tank
Oh, what?
kicks him in the stomach. Attitude adjustment.
He's going to have a lot of that.
2. And the Outlaw
Whoa.
beats Randy Allen.
Woo.
A victory in the ring.
And the celebration continues for the Outlaw, who just pinned Randy Allen. But will Randy Allen win the war, so to speak, and not a bidding war as he runs the Outlaw out of SWF?
That is a question that remains to be seen. What will happen? The Outlaw, Andy Runyon.
There you see Andy Runyon, the Outlaw, the leader of these Outlaws, the Live Wire, the Heartbreaker, and many other people who may not give him credit, but that he brought into this organization and rode on his coattails and now think they have the abilities to make it elsewhere, are sadly mistaken.
The tag team champions, the Outlaws. Listen to this.
It's the SWF, where hardcore does mean chairs and thumbtacks.
And the Outlaws. Listen to this. And this could all be gone. December 5th could be your last chance to see these three individuals in the ring.
The excitement, the entertainment, the following this man has. It's nothing like no backyard wrestling. This man is legitimate. But he could legitimately be gone to the first of the year. Oh, my Lord.
Let's take a look back in history to finish off tonight at a very important flashback match right here in the Superstar Wrestling Federation. And next week, after this matchup, we'll see you then. The second half of the SWF title tournament will be taking place. Ladies and gentlemen, we will flash back now. Runyon from his very own wife, Cindy. Choose between his family and his professional career. The Outlaw once again had told Melissa goodbye forever. But it was Cindy Runyon who had betrayed the very foundation of love and marriage. It was Cindy Runyon who, in an act of love for her man, took the very portrait that Andy chose over his professional career and bashed it over his head, proving the inner lies and deceit, the hatred, the animosity, the very evil within Cindy Runyon. Cindy Runyon became the queen of the King's World Order, joining forces with Randy Allen. The story had unfolded, and Cindy Runyon had taken the money. But if that wasn't enough, at Final Fury, and tonight you're going to see President John Franklin said the Outlaw Andy Runyon and Red Dog would fight for the most coveted prize in wrestling history, the SWF Championship. With so much weighing on his mind, so much intensity, the Outlaw came to the ring, not knowing for sure if he had a family waiting by his side. The Heartbreaker Jay Vastine would be there in it, but so much was weighing on the Outlaw's mind. Cindy Runyon would come down to ringside to once again make sure the Outlaw would not be successful, would not be at the pinnacle of career. But it was Melissa who came to the aid of the Outlaw Andy Runyon. A brawl ensued. These two women fighting, causing the entire PHS crowd to erupt. The Red Dog would use the advantage to take control over the Outlaw Andy Runyon. But it was the attitude adjustment that would prove to be the fatal move of the night, as the Outlaw would step into his 7th reign as the undisputed World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, the 11th time on independent titles. He would reunite with the lovely Melissa. And now the Outlaw tonight, we will see it. It's Monday Night Madness right here.
Of the man, and I've known this man well, and I've known him a long time, and it's difficult to see him and all that he's having to deal with, but tonight he has been tested before, and he'll be tested again, and I believe he'll pass with flying colors. The world title, the WGI SWF Gold, President John Franklin holds waist high, and he will be placing it on one of these two competitors tonight. The Final Fury, and there you see the Outlaw with all his great support and all the fans out there. Dog King, shut up! All these people are are tired of hearing your mouth, and he continues to just disgust one and all as referee Sean Compton features the title that the Outlaw Andy Runyon respects, deserves, and is going for once again tonight. The title of the independent wrestling world is indeed the one you see in the ring. Well, if you've got to be that tall to ride, you're an awfully short individual, as Randy Allen continues to walk around the ring. And the Outlaw, you can better believe he's focused, and he's ready to cut the hair of this Red Dog, and he's ready to cut off any other probability that may happen of destroying his chances of taking the title. And Chris Smith joining me once again up here in the broadcast booth. We are fascinated by what's going on right now in this organization. And the Outlaw, he is driven, he's determined, and once again, he'll be going for the gold.
My goodness, I tell you, I was in the ring and I could feel the tension between these two. It has been 5 months coming. The Outlaw has not had the title for 5 months, and I, for one, am not happier than today to see it happen right here tonight.
And the Red Dog, of course, also wants it. We'll see how bad he wants it, as the KWO has got the tag team titles. They're now going to try to go for that WGI gold that is so important for their ego.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. We are getting set for the WGI SWF Heavyweight Championship of the World right here on Monday Night Madness. You're not going to find this action anywhere.
That's right, exclusively here on Century Communications. And Red Dog staring down into the deep eyes and the deep-set eyes of the Outlaw Andy Runyon, who is set on that title.
My goodness, no love lost between these two. The Red Dog caused the Outlaw Andy Runyon his title, and here he gets a chance to get it back and redeem himself as WGI's most successful champion ever.
Oh, a slap by Red Dog across the face of the Outlaw, and he won't take too kindly to that. He slaps him back, leaving a bitter taste in Red Dog's mouth. You know what? It's going to go off right now, and he goes off into the corner. Big back body drop, and Red Dog, stumbling, gets back to his feet, ducks under the clothesline, and he goes for a kick, spins him around, kicks him himself, and right off the bat, the attitude adjustment almost by the Outlaw as he goes after Wayne Nighthawk.
Chris had to step out of the broadcast booth. Tom O'Neill up here, and I'm excited. The most coveted wrestling prize of all time is up for grabs right now. The Outlaw Andy Runyon, after 5 months of being denied the very title he made famous, now let's look on and see that he is just mere minutes away from either losing this matchup or becoming the very best in professional wrestling today. I'm very excited. Both men full of intensity. Both men wanting to become the greatest professional wrestling athlete in the world today. Color number tie, a big send-off by the Outlaw Andy Runyon, and what in the world is going through the mind of Major Massacre, who sits somewhere tonight watching this matchup. Second big send-off by the Outlaw Andy Runyon. The Outlaw with so much on his mind. Does he have what it takes to regain what he once had? The Outlaw goes for Wayne Nighthawk. Instead, sunset flips over Red Dog. 1, 2. Not enough to hold him down. Back up. Shoots him off. Goes to the clothesline. Duck under. Goes for the big elbow. Comes off. Red Dog. High cross body. Referee out of position. 2 and almost. Red Dog back on top. Irish whip reversal. Oh, my goodness. Outlaw, big, yes, shoulder block. The Outlaw on top. Woo. Listen to this. The Outlaw Andy Runyon going for a, yes, suplex right out onto the mat. The Outlaw in total control of Red Dog right now. And Wayne Nighthawk jumping from the side, flying clothesline onto the Outlaw. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, if you just joined us, the two greatest professional wrestlers today are in a battle, a struggle for the most richest prize in our industry, the SWF Championship. And make no mistake about it, these gentlemen are wrestlers. They're not a bunch of old men with thinning hair. The Outlaw with a big send-off. Throws Red Dog right into the center post. The Outlaw going for it. Yes, big pile driver, nicely done, just snapping the neck of Red Dog. And the Outlaw is in control. I've never seen the Outlaw more intense. What a night of wrestling action you have witnessed here the past 2 weeks on Monday Night Madness. But it's nothing like seeing it live, and May 23rd is your best shot. Your chance to see live wrestling action, 7 p.m. starting time, the old Otway School. The Outlaw, Andy Runyon, looks on at Red Dog, big kick to the midsection. Shoots him to the corner, Red Dog for an up and over, and no, the Outlaw catches him, goes to the power slam. Yes, indeed. Referee out of position. And Wayne Nighthawk distracting the referee, the Outlaw. Goes for a big fist. Wayne Nighthawk hops down. Listen to this crowd. They are intense. Red Dog. Oh, super kick. And Red Dog has taken control thanks to the tag team continuity of Randy Allen. Listen to this crowd. Whoa! And Red Dog using that second rope to his advantage. The crowd in total support of the Outlaw, Andy Runyon. Red Dog out, big fist, and the Outlaw is in the middle of the ring. Jawbreaker Jay Vastine is standing solidly by Andy Runyon. But a lot's weighing on his mind considering the double cross. The betrayal of Cindy Runyon to the man who treated her like a queen. Well, she's a queen, all right. She's a lot of other things, too. But I won't divulge my personal opinion here on this broadcast. The crowd support firmly behind the Outlaw, Andy Runyon. Look at this. The Outlaw working his way back up. He could be back up. Yes, he is. Elbow once, twice, 3 times. Oh, and a neck breaker. The Outlaw trying to build some momentum back into his favor, but not enough as Red Dog remains on top. I can't believe what we're witnessing, the intensity, the drama of Final Fury, and you're seeing it here on Monday Night Madness. And you can only get that kind of intensity live May 23rd, this Saturday, Old Otway School. Special discounted prices. See the ticket dealers for more information. Get your chance to see live wrestling action, something the entire family can see be a part. Wait a minute. Chin buster, nicely done by the Outlaw, Andy Runyon. The Outlaw back up. Irish whip onto the Red Dog. Ducks under the clothesline. Double clothesline down. And both men are feeling the effects of such a hard-fought battle. I tell you, what a night. What a night of wrestling action. Both men down. What's going to happen here? Both men feeling the total exhaustion of this grueling matchup. And I stand here alone to you tonight with one thing on my mind, is who's got enough intensity to become the best there is. The Outlaw, back up. Goes off, wait a minute. And Wayne Nighthawk Runyon. Cindy Runyon is attacking the outlaw. Wait a minute. Listen to this. Cindy Runyon and Melissa have just thrown down. It is on. I can barely talk over this crowd. I can't believe what you're witnessing. Cindy Runyon and Melissa have just got into a physical confrontation. Sliding drop kick by Red Dog. He's using it to his advantage. What's he going for? Big suplex back in. The crowd on their feet. Many of them stunned. Red Dog is going up. Could it be the male pouch moonsault? Yes, it is. Male pouch moonsault. Referee 1, 2. He stops. He pulls up. What's he going for? So much confidence. Is going for something new. Wait a minute, what's this? Cindy Runyon. Red Dog. Up top. What's he going for? Oh my goodness. Attempted 1.5. No water in the pool. The outlaw making his way back up. The outlaw. What in the world is going on? The outlaw Eddie Runyon shoots him off. It's attitude adjustment time. We have a new SWF heavyweight champion of the world. And someone's head is about to be shaved. Listen to this crowd. And I can't believe who's up here in the broadcast booth. Cindy Runyon.
You know, this is just disgusting. I cannot believe what is happening just now.
What do you mean? What about all the atrocities that you have done tonight on your husband?
My husband, well, he has another girl come to the ring with him when he has a wife and a family at home.
Give me a break.
This man allowed her to attack me.
Give me a break. Everybody saw what you've done, and look right there. Your new team, Miss Queen. He's getting his head shaved. He received the attitude adjustment, and Cindy Runyon, it looks like you may have prematurely chosen the wrong path to all the gold.
We'll see. Now that he has to go back, we'll see. Melissa, when I get my hands on you, girl, you better watch out. I will see you at Otway this Saturday, and you better be watching your back.
I can't believe this. Cindy Runyon was up here in the broadcast booth. But right now, the celebration continues as the outlaw Andy Runyon, for the 12th occasion, is the very best in independent wrestling. And Randy Allen attempting to stop the outlaw. Listen to this. Randy Allen is getting his very own haircut. And tonight, look at that. I love it. Randy Allen has just received a haircut courtesy of the Outlaw Barbershop. Not a good night for the Outlaw in the a terrific night for the career of the outlaw Andy Runyon. And there you see the dignified officials, and there is the lovely Melissa.